So today I talked about social media. So everybody's on social media, right? But when it comes to marketing, social media is really important, and it really should be a part of every brand's repertoire and strategies. So I talked about that. I talked about what's worked in social media in terms of brand presence, consumer marketing, also HCP marketing in the social media setting. And I talked about the gaps. I talked about also successes. So it's been a great opportunity, and as we evolved, as we had that whole pandemic situation happen with COVID, social media marketing became even more elevated. So I talked about that today, and I think it resonated with a lot of the marketers in the room, those that have had success with social media marketing, and also those that are still thinking, how can I get my leadership team to really buy into this, to really put forth the significant budget so that we can give patients a really good experience, and also we can educate patients. So I think my talk resonated with the group today. I also really love to talk about the value that we need to bring to patients. I happen to be a patient myself. We all are patients, right? I happen to be a patient with a very critical oncology disease right now. So the things that I do in my business, which is in oncology, I take a step back and I think about the HCP, but I also think about the patient, and I think about what's important to me and what's important to the patient. And I think you have to keep that in mind with all social media marketing and presence. Oh my gosh. I have to say that this is probably the most intimate and yet impactful conference I've been in and I've attended. I like the fact that there's a lot of intimacy. It's not thousands and thousands of people. It's an opportunity for participants to be able to engage one-on-one in groups, learn from each other, network, gain best practices. We have several organizations here, and I think that getting marketers together to really brainstorm and think about how they can elevate their marketing initiatives, this was a great place to do that. And I really thank Mark Evans for allowing this, because when I was first approached about it, I said, well, this is exciting, and I said, it's probably going to be a big conference. And then I talked to Ashley, and she said, no, it's not going to be that big. And that's what I loved about it. It's the intimacy and the impact that this conference, the Pharmamarketing conference, has on the participants, and especially those first-time attendees, is really impactful. And I think having this conference and having the marketers go back to their organizations and share what a great experience they have, I think that this is going to create even more of a presence, because Mark Evans is a global organization. But I think from a marketing standpoint, we're going to see a lot more people wanting to participate in this forum. That's a really good question, because when you think about COVID, what happened with COVID? There's so many views, right? So many views. And it's a variety of interpretations of COVID, the impact on consumers. I think now this brings us as marketers an opportunity to build trust, to bring value. We talked a lot about value at this conference today. If you're not bringing value and having that connection with the patient, the consumers, then you're almost at a miss, because you're going to roll out initiatives that really don't connect with the patients. You have a lot of patients post-COVID or the pandemic that question a lot of things, and that's a good thing. So initially, people probably think, well, COVID allowed people to start questioning everything. No, that's a good thing. You want people to question. You want people to understand what is best for them. You want to understand the implications of various diseases. So that has translated into questioning, brand launches and the impact it has on them. So I really love that. And I think that helps us as marketers be really true to our target audience. And that's really important. Key considerations are, in terms of what I talked about today, social media, key considerations are the experience on developing really effective social media platforms. I'm not talking about just throwing it out here about a brand. We don't want to do that. We actually want to first educate the consumer first. So what's the experience that the agency has with connecting with consumers? You know, when I work with agencies, I like to really know that they understand not only my market, that market will include the prescriber, the patient, the awareness, the adverse events, you know. What do we need to do to educate on that on the HCP side and also the consumer? So I really love to work with agencies that have a connection. You know, it's not just one-sided. I want to look at every tentacle of a brand launch, every tentacle of relaunching a brand or re-establishing a social media platform. I need to know that there is really strong self-awareness with the market. And once I see that, we can have a really good relationship and bring some really dynamic things to our customers and our consumers.